Russ Chadwell, folks. For those of you who don't know him, head ILM, designed and built a power loader replica costume, which was so convincing looking that, well, for one thing, since it's supposed to look like a metal device, it did. It looked very much like metal, yet it was built of something considerably different. And he's going to start with the fact that his background was such that it made building it better. He's going to tell you a little bit about what gave him the idea and what he built it out of, how long he spent, how much he spent. And so I'll just turn it over to Russ.
Okay. How you doing, Craig? It's California real warm right now. It's not back here. Well, right, like Roger said, I guess basically I should give like a real brief background. I'd been working with my dad in construction for quite a few years now, probably 10 years. And I've seen polystyrene used as an insulator. And I've seen how well it cuts and how well it forms. And I've just decided that I wanted to work with it. And I also had heard more recently that polystyrene is used pretty widely in the filmmaking industry, so it's not uncommon to use it. And excuse me. So that's where I got the idea of using polystyrene, and that's where I got a lot of my ideas for the different kind of materials, was from construction. I used a lot of aluminum tubing, some copper tubing, different types of foam rubber, polymers, some kind of a plastic polymer coating, and oh, the big thing was the stilts. I used a pair of drywaller stilts, so I could stand about 2 feet off the ground, because the original power loader was such that you were standing a good distance off the ground, and to simulate that I decided to go ahead and use stilts. I had never used any stilts before, and I was really concerned that might not work too good though, because I'd seen Empire Strikes Back, I think is the movie, where they're on Hoth, the ice planet. Skywalker's, the character that Mark Hamill played, Luke Skywalker, was attacked by a large ice creature, and I guess they had tried building some stilts or using stilts for that creature, and it just was a pain. They were walking on snow though. There's a big difference there. I know that if I were to take my costume and try to walk across anything else other than maybe some light carpeting and concrete or anything like that, it probably would end up falling over too. So I took a great deal of care, and I had quite a bit of respect for the idea of being up on stilts. So I fashioned everything accordingly, counterbalancing everything and working around that aspect. But basically it's a costume. It's not a marionette like the real one was hung up by wires, strung up like a puppet hung by wires, and it weighed over 600 pounds, I guess, and had a lot of functional components. Now mine, as far as functionability goes, just the arms move, the shoulders move, and of course the legs move, so that I can walk. Anything else would, you know, if there was a project like something like we could do here, a video project where we wanted to actually use it in a short, we wanted the claws to pinch together, we would have to build a smaller model and have the claws pinch as a separate thing, because the claws don't pinch on mine. But it took a month to build, and I really liked working with the polystyrene. I feel like I can do that, I can handle that, and it really didn't cost a lot. It for a month's work in the evenings, I spent 6 to 8 hours in the evenings working on it, and it had a total cost less than $1,000. It came out around $750 to build that. I think it came out okay for being a costume, for being an imitation. Of course, that's not the total expense for the power loader, because you would have to make components that would pinch claws together, so you can imitate that part. But I had a lot of fun building it, and so when the hell's Craig coming back?
About 3 weeks, about December 22nd, he said.
Well, when you get back in town, Craig, you have to look us up, and we'll have to go out and hit Spaghetti Works again or something. That was a lot of fun. And you have to tell us some of the wild tales of what you've been doing out there. So.
Well, he's throwing us all a party when he gets back.
Hey, I'll be there.
It's the Omicron party, actually.
Omicron party.